Dawn breaks, and the world looks normal. The street is quiet. The lawns are clipped. The shelves are full. The lights come on when you flip the switch. And yet, underneath that calm, most modern families are one thin layer away from pressure. One price spike, one shipping delay, one bad season, and the healthy foods become the first things that turn expensive, inconsistent, or suddenly missing. Pause, because the real question isn't whether you can cook. It's whether you can continue. That's the central conflict running under everything today. Convenience versus continuity. Decorative lawns versus productive land. Modern systems versus ancestral systems. For most of history, families didn't survive on perfect supply chains. They survived on patterns, soil patterns, pantry patterns, seasonal patterns. And many of those patterns are hiding in plain sight inside Scripture. Plants mentioned not as decoration, but as household infrastructure. Food that stored. Oil that stretched meals. Grains that became daily bread. Herbs that made simple staples taste alive. Today we're going to count down 11 biblical plants, growable at home, where research suggests their compounds and nutrients may support heart health as part of a balanced diet. No cure claims, no magical language, just a strong ancient logic paired with modern study signals. And I'm going to give you more than a list. I'll show you how each plant fits a continuity system, so you're not just planting, you're building. 2 reveals to hold in your mind as we go. Number 3 was treated like a wartime asset in places that live through rationing and disruption, because it stores for months and turns bland food into real food. And number 1, it quietly generated household wealth for decades, sometimes generations, because it transforms sunlight into a storable ingredient that makes everything else work. By the end, you'll know exactly how to start with a few containers or a small bed and build toward a yard that behaves like an old household economy. Now, positioning. Most people think biblical plants means museum trivia. A themed garden. A cute idea. But monasteries copied biblical food logic into their garden walls for a reason. English cottage families practiced similar patterns for centuries for a reason. Frontier families and Depression-era gardeners revived those patterns for a reason. Belief flip. Most people think heart health begins in a pharmacy aisle. Historically, it began in a kitchen, built from what the land could reliably produce and store. Think about that. If modern life is built on just-in-time, then a continuity garden is built on always on hand. Let's start the countdown. Number 11, parsley, the everyday green. Parsley is humble, that's the point. In Mediterranean and Near Eastern food traditions, daily herbs weren't garnish. They were the difference between survival food and food you actually want to eat. Monastic gardens favored these dependable greens because they grow in cool weather, tolerate partial shade, and keep producing if you keep cutting. Parsley thrives in average soil and doesn't demand much, so early spring or late summer. It can take 14 to 28 days to germinate, so don't quit. Once it's up, harvest outer stems. Keep the center growing. Heart support angle? Research suggests diets rich in plant foods, especially leafy herbs and vegetables with antioxidant compounds, may support vascular health over time. Parsley is not a medicine, it's a habit builder. Money number. A single 10 to 12-inch pot can replace weekly store-bought bunches for months. If parsley costs $2 to $4 a bunch and you use one a week, that's roughly $25 to $100 saved in a season from one container. Pattern interrupt. Imagine stepping outside in January and cutting fresh green when everything else is brown. Now the open loop. Herbs are the gateway. But what happens when the plant stores not just flavor but value? Number 10. Cumin, the trade seed. Cumin shows up in ancient life because spices were compact wealth. They store dry. They travel. They transform plain grains into meals. In biblical-era markets, seeds like this weren't a luxury for the elite only. They were household currency in miniature. Cumin thrives in sun and heat. Plant after the last frost. It matures in roughly 90 to 120 days. Let the seed heads dry on the plant, then cut and dry fully. Shake the seeds loose and store in a jar away from light. Research suggests cumin contains antioxidant compounds and may support healthy metabolic markers in some studies. Again, supportive language, not guarantees. Money number. A small home patch can yield enough cumin seed to supply a household for a year. Compare that to paying $5 to $8 per small jar again and again. Pause. This is continuity economics. Small inputs, stored outputs, open loop. We've got stored flavor. Now we move to stored protein. Number 9. Lentils, the stew backbone. Lentils are biblically famous for a reason. They are fast, storable, and nourishing. They don't need rich soil like heavy-feeding garden vegetables. They thrive in cool seasons and moderate water, making them a staple crop for households that needed dependable pantry food. Plant in early spring as soon as soil can be worked, or fall in mild winter climates. Harvest when pods dry and rattle. Pull the plants, hang to finish drying, then thresh. Store in airtight containers. Heart support angle? Research consistently suggests diets higher in legumes are associated with better cardiovascular markers, often through fiber and plant protein supporting cholesterol and blood pressure patterns. Concrete numbers. A 100 square foot patch can yield roughly 10 to 20 pounds depending on conditions. Even 10 pounds is 30 plus servings. At $2 to $4 per pound retail, that's $20 to $80 in replacement value. Storage life, 12 months or more when properly dried and sealed. Pattern interrupt. You just turned one small bed into a year of backup meals. Open loop. Lentils give protein, but the next plants give sweetness and storage. Fruit that becomes winter currency. Number 8. Grapes, the fence line harvest. Most people think grapes require a vineyard. Historically, families trained vines on walls and fences to turn vertical space into food. That's the belief flip. Grapes aren't a farm crop, they're a boundary crop. Plant a vine in sun, train it on a wire or pergola, and prune hard every winter. Grapes fruit on 1-year wood. Pruning is the engine. Harvest late summer to fall. Storage? Fresh grapes are short-lived. Raisins are not. Dry them, and you've converted a fragile harvest into a pantry asset. Research suggests grapes contain polyphenols, especially in skins, that may support vascular function as part of an overall diet. Numbers. A mature backyard vine can produce 20 to 40 pounds in a season depending on variety and care. Turn a portion into raisins and you have months of shelf-stable fruit. If quality dried fruit runs $4 to $10 per pound, the replacement value becomes real quickly. Pause. A fence that used to be just a fence becomes a food line. Open loop. Sweet storage is powerful, but the next fruit is even older and even more symbolic in biblical memory. Number 7. Figs, the winter sweet. Figs appear again and again in ancient life because they solve a practical problem, preserving summer. Many fig varieties are surprisingly forgiving. In warm climates, they're low maintenance. In cooler climates, they can be grown against the south-facing wall for warmth, or in a large container you can shelter. Plant in spring. Water the first year. After that, many figs handle drought better than you'd expect. Harvest when fruits are soft and heavy, then dry them. Dried figs can store 6 to 12 months when kept cool and sealed. Heart support angle? Research suggests figs provide fiber and polyphenols. Fiber intake is widely associated with improved cardiovascular markers over time. Numbers. A mature fig tree can produce 20 to 50 pounds in a good season depending on climate and variety. Even 20 pounds at $6 to $10 per pound fresh is $120 to $200 in replacement value, and drying stretches that value through winter. Pattern interrupt. Think about the lawn again. It can't be dried, it can't be stored, it can't feed anyone. Open loop. We've covered greens, seeds, legumes, and fruit. Now we need the backbone of daily bread. Now we hit our first stake spike. Reality check. In times of disruption, war, blockade, bad harvest, even modern shortages, the first thing that breaks is not always total calories. It's reliable variety. It's fats and grains. It's the foods that make meals complete. When those staples become expensive, the household feels it immediately. That's why the next 2 items matter. They are not trendy, they are stabilizers. Number 6. Barley. The bread ancestor. Barley is one of the oldest grains in the biblical world. It's hardy, relatively forgiving, and it stores. A jar of grain is a different kind of calm than a bag of salad. Barley thrives in cool weather, sun, and moderate water. Sow in early spring or fall depending on climate. Harvest when the heads turn golden and dry. Cut, dry, thresh, and winnow. It's work. But it's the kind of work that creates independence. Heart support angle? Research suggests whole grains are associated with improved cardiovascular risk markers, often through fiber and metabolic support. Barley is known for soluble fiber, which has been studied for cholesterol support. Numbers. Yields vary widely, but even a small plot, say 200 square feet, can produce a meaningful stash of grain. Whole, dry grain can store 12 months or longer when protected. Pattern interrupt. A pantry is not a vibe. It's weight on a shelf. Open loop. Grains anchor you. But what about the ingredient that makes vegetables satisfying and turns simple food into steady calories? Number 5. Garlic, the war chest bulb. Here's the boss reveal payoff. Number 3 in the opening. Treated like a wartime asset. Garlic stores. Garlic trades. Garlic turns plain beans and grain into something people actually want to eat. In rationing eras across Europe, bulbs and roots weren't just food. They were the household's quiet leverage because they lasted through winter and made scarce ingredients stretch. Plant garlic in fall. Mulch. Let winter do its work. Harvest in early summer when lower leaves brown. Cure for 2 to 3 weeks in a dry, airy place, then store. Heart support angle? Research has examined garlic's potential role in supporting healthy blood pressure and cholesterol markers in some contexts. Results vary. It's not a treatment. But as part of a diet built around whole foods, it's a meaningful piece. Numbers. A 25-foot row can yield roughly 40 to 80 heads depending on spacing and variety. Store price might be 50 cents to $1 and 50 cents a head, meaning $20 to $120 from one narrow row. Storage life. 6 to 9 months when cured well. Pause. Plant in October. Eat in January. That's continuity. Open loop. We have grains, legumes, herbs, fruit, and storage bulbs. But we still haven't talked about the biblical fat, the ingredient that built kitchens and economies. Now the second stakes spike. Modern households feel stable until the moment quality food becomes expensive. And when prices jump, the healthy staples, olive oil, dried fruit, whole foods, often jump first. So the question becomes, do you want your household's nutrition to depend on pricing or on planting? Number 4. Pomegranate, the crimson symbol. Pomegranates appear in biblical imagery and tradition as symbols of abundance, beauty, and provision. They also happen to be one of the most studied fruits for antioxidant compounds. In many climates, pomegranates can be grown as shrubs or small trees. They thrive in sun, tolerate heat, and handle drought once established. In cooler regions, some people grow them in large containers. Harvest in fall when fruits are heavy and fully colored. Whole fruits can store for weeks in cool conditions. Arils can be frozen. Heart support angle? Research suggests pomegranate compounds may support cardiovascular markers in some studies. Again, supportive, not curative. Money number. Even 20 fruits at $2 to $5 each is $40 to $100 in replacement value. Many plants can exceed that with age. Pattern interrupt. A hedge that feeds you is a different kind of beauty. Open loop. Pomegranate is the crimson fruit. The last plant is the golden system. Oil, legacy, compounding. Number 3. Olives, the oil tree. This is the climax plant. Because in scripture, oil is not a footnote, it's a household engine. Food, preservation, light, trade, blessing language. That repetition isn't poetic accident, it's economic reality. Belief flip. Most people think oil is something you buy. Historically, oil was something you produced, slowly, patiently, from land you controlled. Olives thrive in full sun, well-drained soil, and Mediterranean-style conditions. In colder climates, they can be grown in large containers and overwintered in a bright, cool place. They demand patience. That's the point. Numbers. Olives often take 3 to 7 years to bear meaningful fruit depending on conditions, but once established, they can produce for decades and beyond. That's why they were wealth assets, living infrastructure. Heart support angle? Research around Mediterranean dietary patterns often associates olive oil, used in place of saturated fats, with improved cardiovascular risk markers for many people, not a cure. A pattern. Pause. A lawn asks for endless inputs. A tree pays you back. Open loop. We've built a list. But the real payoff is the pattern that connects them and the simple framework to apply in any yard. Now, the third stakes spike, final reality check. Imagine a winter where your grocery bill quietly climbs 20 to 30%. Imagine oils and fruit become treats. Imagine supply is fine, but pricing turns healthy eating into stress. You don't need a collapse to feel trapped. You only need instability. That's why continuity is a calm strategy, not a fear strategy. Now, big picture. All 11 plants fit one system. Call it the continuity garden system. Step 1. Fast wins for morale. Parsley and herbs. Quick greens. The foods that improve meals within 30 to 60 days and keep you consistent. Step 2. Pantry anchors for security. Lentils and barley. Foods you measure in pounds. Foods that store 12 months. These reduce winter dependence. Step 3. Seasonal abundance converted into storage. Grapes into raisins. Figs into dried fruit. Pomegranate into frozen arrows. Summer becomes winter. Step 4. Long-term assets for legacy. The olive principle. One living thing that becomes more valuable with time. And this is where the conflict resolves. Convenience says, keep buying. Continuity says, keep building. Final minute. If you want the next video to continue this path, it's this. 10 perennial vegetables that regrow for decades. Because once you taste continuity, you stop chasing annual chaos and you start stacking plants like insurance. And here's the question I want you to answer in the comments. Not for me, for you. Are you growing status or growing security? Are you team convenience or team continuity? Because every spring, you're gonna plant something. The only question is whether you plant a lawn that consumes or a system that feeds. And when you step outside on a cold day, cut fresh green, pull a jar of lentils from your shelf, and cook with flavors you grew yourself. You'll understand why these plants kept showing up in scripture. Not as decoration, as continuity.